I got this motor, and I had showed you guys in the other clip how I was able to take this off and it freed it. And I showed you 2 spots. So the other spot that should line up will be this hole down here with this. So it should slide right into those, right like that. And then once we tighten all that down, right, you see how that is? It still isn't tight either, which is cool that you could take this piece off. And then that is your chain tensioner will still work as normal. Obviously I'll have to change this sprocket, it's too big. And that's how, and this has you saw the bearings on this, and that's how your chain tensioner will work off of this. Get it? So that's pretty cool. So motor's gonna be pretty easy, man. Very, very easy stuff, man. The hardest part is getting the old motor out, and even then, I rewired the wires so the front and tail light will work. I did that first, and then I had to take some plastics off, and I guess I'm gonna start with the Votol EM260 in this, and I guess I'm gonna do that. Take this off for a second. But it'll fit in there, so I'll probably do the same thing I did in the go-kart, and I'll just zip tie all 4 corners once I get everything wired in first, of course. I get everything wired in, and then build around it. Now, when I want to do the light kit, if I'm going to do a light kit, the light kit will go in here. I was thinking controller in here, and it was going to keep the gas tank, and I'm like, you know what, the gas tank has a little bit of gas, and I don't want any, spark around anything, so pulled the gas can out, and that's where that controller is going to go. And it's kind of cool that it'll fit this big of a controller in there. I'm still going to keep the cap and just maybe like shoe glue it, or get it in there so it still keeps the look like it's got it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it'll definitely work. And then the seat kind of will still fit and strap in, so that's cool. So anyway, you saw that, and super excited about the motor, man. I mean, I kind of just was like, I pulled this whole piece out. You saw I pulled all that because you're not going to need it for this motor. You only need it for the 125cc motor. All right, so we got the motor in. I had this head flipped over backwards by accident. The flat, it's got to be flat, and I had these wedges facing the other way. Anyway, that's how we're gonna do it. I'll have to take this sprocket off. This is an 18 tooth from that last run on the go-kart, so I'm gonna take that off and put, I don't know, whatever will fit this chain, so I don't have to get a new chain. And then get it all set up. I'll have to get once I figure out the motor and stuff, I'll get it plugged in, get everything together, and like I said, plenty of room for that battery, dude. Look at that, just plenty of room. Probably put some sort of like padding or something down there because of these bolts right here. But yeah, man, awesome. Was a little, pain in the ass to get it on, so here's my suggestion, is to make sure you set it up to this one first, because if you set it to this one, it could make you feel like you get thrown off, right? So just use that. If you can get it in first, get that one in first. Could be hard getting it in by yourself, but I just stayed at it. I actually put a piece of wood underneath. The only problem is, to help perch it up, is the wood got stuck, so it was a pain in the ass to get it out. That piece of wood right there, so maybe a little thinner piece, but anyway, it worked. Don't want to have to take this motor out again though, but it's nice having this be able to unscrew. So gives you more wiggle room, and then you tighten it back up. So let me go ahead and take this off and get the chain on, and then go from there. The controller's going there where the gas tank used to go. It's a little tiny bit more to that side, but that's all right. The fender will fit on. Seat will fit on. I had put this in there for a guide, but it went further back than that. Got the wires connected through there, and I got to put the 3-speed switch and the voltmeter on. Go from there. And I got the light kit set up, and the light kit's gonna go under there. I'll get it a little bit nicer and set up where all the lights are gonna go. And yeah, that's what it is. All right, here we go. The electric mini quad. It was a 125cc. Now it's got a QS138v3. It's running, I forget what the sprocket is. I think it's a 40 tooth, a 1640. Either way, that's a 16 tooth. Of course, I gotta deal with that right now. Hopefully my wife will get it. But the battery, there's even extra room in there. The only thing is I got glow lights on it, and headlights and original headlights and tail lights. But I'm gonna, somewhere along the line, I got disconnected. So let me go deal with this and come back. Anyway, there's the electric quad. You know, we already got this, and this thing's still working. So now we can dual quad it.